Mass exodus. Listen, I'm being told that our football editor and Leicester City fan, Jason Bowen, real name, left before half-time along with hundreds, if not thousands, of Leicester City fans. 3-0 down, man, getting an absolute walloping. Not a good look, that, Coley, is it?
Burns me to say this. So I wanted Rude to be the man. And I tipped him to stay up. But it's not looking good right now, bruv. I don't think it is, because how many defeats has he had?
10 and 11, 6 straight at home.
Jeez. Man, it's diabolical, isn't it? There's been no new manager bounce. There's been nothing. Nothing. No shock.
If you're a Leicester City fan and you have been at the game this evening, you're on your way home, or maybe you left early and you're already at home, maybe you didn't go to the game and you watched it on TV or listened to it on talkSPORT, whichever way you consume that this evening, and have been consuming Leicester City games under the tenure of Ruud van Nistelrooy, get in contact with the show. We want to hear from you. 03717 223344. Lee, were you at the game tonight?
I was at the game, boys. Good evening.
Good evening,
And yes, I am one of those fans that wanted Steve Cooper gone, and I definitely wanted Ruud van Nistelrooy to come in.
Okay, talk me through it.
The reason for that, big name. I think he was harshly treated by Manchester United, and it wasn't happening under Steve Cooper. It's just got worse. I cannot believe that he's not learning from his mistakes. That back four tonight constantly is making mistakes every single game. We always concede. But the threat going forward with Jordan Ayew on the left tonight, Bobby Decordova-Reid on the right, they offered nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was painful. And I've been a season ticket holder for 30 years. And me and my pal were talking tonight. This is one of the worst seasons that we've ever known as Leicester fans. It is shocking. It is so bad.
From a Ruud van Nistelrooy point of view, when you're looking at the situation that Leicester City are in right now, there's a different type of football that needs to be played at the bottom end of the table when you're looking for points in order to stay in the league, compared to what you would do when you are maybe got more expansive players playing up the top end of the table. Have you got, first and foremost, the players in order to accumulate the points that you require in order to stay in this league, in your opinion?
I think we've got the players to be able to finish. The target was always fourth from bottom.
Yeah, of course.
Anything over and above that was better. The recruitment in the summer wasn't great. We know that we've had our hands tied, which is fine, but there's no youngsters coming through, or the youngsters are coming through but are not being given any chances. He continues to leave Mavididi and Benanotte out of the starting lineup. Those two have got enough flair to be able to give you a good start. But when he can playing Jamie Vardy for 90 minutes at 38 years of age, every single game is not effective. It's not effective, and of course he's lost it a little bit, but he's still got something. He's still got something to offer. You can't rely on him to put the ball in the back of the net. You can't rely on anybody at the minute. It's just shocking. Honestly, it's some of the worst football that I've ever seen down there. And that takes the biscuit for some of the managers that we've had over the years.
Yeah, I've got to echo what you're saying. You can't rely on a 38. He's supposed to be winding down.
Well, impact.
Right?
He's 38. Use him as an impact guy.
Yeah, coming on. Maybe once in a while you start him, but he's not supposed to be your main striker.
No, not running channels, not flogging him to death, not asking him to do.
He's 3 years younger than me.
Work up front. Yeah,
I'm jealous of him. Don't get me wrong. Because he's still playing.
The reason why, I mean, you know what you're looking at here, Colin. When I was talking to Lee there about the type of football, for me watching them tonight, there was no organisation, there was no shape, there was no, and then within that, there's no determination to defend. Yeah,
but they're not even like. It doesn't even look like there's heart. There's no heart. They're not even running about. Like you got to at least give something back, like to what the manager's probably put his faith in you. Say, listen, you're my team that's going to go and do this for me. I need you to run about first. Then we've got to match them. We've got to match, because we can't have Brentford, who are not good on the road, coming here to dominate us in possession and out of possession.
They didn't even have to do anything amazing tonight, mate.
And that's worrying. Like, what's Ruud's press conference going to be like afterwards? I want to know. I'm just trying to look for answers. I don't know where to start with him. I really don't know. He's just not caused a reaction over there, and it's just not worked. And you can see it's plain as day.
Reese, have you been at the game, mate?
Hello, yeah, I have been at the game.
Did you leave early? What was the situation, mate?
You sound like you're home already.
Never leave early. Stayed till we clapped Vars off. He's 38, as the previous caller said, and he's leading the line for us and has all season. Yeah, it's a very difficult season for us and has been since the start. I don't really know where we go from here, to be honest.
Is this as bad as your relegation season, or is it? What do you think? Where does this lie this season so far?
Do you know what, Carlton? I think we expected we were going to be in that battle of relegation. When we did get relegated, we weren't expecting to be in there. You know, with the FSP and stuff, we budgeted for top 5 finishes like we have, and then we had one disastrous season and went down, which is why FSP is, you know, hopefully going to go and be replaced by something new. But if it's okay, I would like to ask a question to you. I'm not sure if you've experienced this sort of before, but what is it like on the pitch when the fans, we've got the worst fans in the 92, in my opinion. What is it like when the fans are chanting against the board? Does that affect the players at all?
Yeah, it does affect the players, actually. It does. As a player, and you're hearing that, you kind of look away from yourself. So you don't take no accountability because you're thinking, well,
that's the problem.
That's the problem. It's not me. See, it's them. Do you know? And it gives you an excuse to play poorly and not run about. It's like, okay, I'm just here to make the numbers. No, you still got a responsibility as a footballer, and a proud footballer at that you've got to this level to put yourself in the front line and make sure that you're doing the right things. Make sure that you're running harder than the next, because you got to run harder than the team that comes to your gaff. You've got to run. It didn't look like they was putting in the effort for me. Like they're just being dictated to in their own gaff. It's weird, and that's the least of their worries is the board. They got to look at themselves as players and professionals and be more have some dignity. You know. You can't be getting slapped 3-0 at your gaff. It's impossible. 4-0 in the end. Like, come on, against Brentford, and who are not good on the road, by the way.
Josh, how are you, mate?
How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good, my man. What do you want to say?
I don't see what all the panic is, mate. I think we played really good football. I think personally, I can see us staying up, mate. I really can.
Josh, come on. What's giving you that hope?
Yeah, we've got no chance, have we, then? Absolutely no chance.
Josh, that's brilliant. I love it, Josh. I love that. That was like, you had me going for a minute there. I was going to bite.
What's going on, Josh? Obviously, you've got rid of the manager at the start of the season. You brought in Ruud van Nistelrooy, and it's now lost 10 and 11.
Yeah, I don't really know, mate. I think there's something wrong inside. It really isn't there. I mean, there just seems to be no togetherness, no team spirit. It's the first couple of weeks when Ruud come in, but ran around for him, and now all of that stopped again. I think the team itself need to take a long hard look at themselves at this point and ask themselves, am I doing enough for this team? And I don't think any of them can, to be honest.
Well, after tonight, they've got to go and have a look at themselves in the mirror. Say, listen, I might actually do it. After tonight...
But are they being set up right? Are they being set up right to be able to deal with the situation that they are in right now?
Look, you've got big characters in that dressing room now. You got... Okay, you only got Jamie Vardy, yeah? But he should know, and he can tell if it's not happening and what should happen. He could talk to his team. Who's the captain of the team? You know, like, they got to get together and make sure that this is not happening. I don't know what kind of bond they need. They need some team bonding. They need something because they're not together. They're disjointed. They're not pulling in the same direction, obviously. They're all on different pages. But that's up to Ruud. And Ruud, to be fair to him, he's only learning about his players now. He's only learning about these players. He can see that some of these players ain't got no cojones when the chips are down. You know, and he just needs somehow. He's fairly a new manager. He's gonna have to find a way to galvanise this team to just get one result. Let's get something over the line. It doesn't look like he can do that right now.
Well, they went away at Spurs, didn't they? Beat Spurs. You would have thought that would have been some type of catalyst to get things going.
Yeah, but it hasn't. It's gone the other way.
Adam, how are you, mate?
Hello.
How you doing, pal? What do you want to say?
It's bad, isn't it? It's really bad. Really bad.
Why has it gone so bad?
Sorry, say that again.
Why has it gone so bad? We're just trying to determine whether it's like an organisation thing. Is it a player thing? What is it? What's the thing that is going so wrong?
Well, I think for a start off, when you've got Yannick Vestergaard on 70 grand a week, then that your problem starts right there.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.